And that thought just becomes a program. And what happens, that thought, I am stupid, which comes from some event in your life, has a pretty yucky feeling to it. If you're thinking a thought like, I am stupid, and you think that thought over and over again, it becomes your story, it becomes your belief system. Those beliefs have to be expressed in your life. And they get expressed as emotion. We take a belief, and if it's a negative belief, then we have a negative emotion attached to that. Well, emotion is simply energy in motion. It has to be expressed. It has to move. Again, let's do a little review. We have an event. The event, whatever it is, it could be a neutral event. We make up our story or interpretation about it. I am stupid. It creates a negative feeling. How do I act out that negative feeling? It acts out and expresses itself with negative outcome in my life. That feeling has to be expressed. I'm going to express it as results are going to be negative in my life. And pretty intense, isn't that?
It's pretty intense, and as I talked about before, the subconscious mind being an association-making mechanism, does this look like that? Now, I make up, Mitch, because I know your story a little bit, that next time you can be 40 years old and you can be in a situation where you have to be in front of a group of people, and the subconscious mind says, do we have anything that looks like being in front of a group of people? So you may not be consciously aware of going back to that time in your mind when you were George Washington, but your body knows, that felt horrible, that's dangerous, I'm going to help you survive, I'm going to get you away from this pain, because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between emotional pain and physical pain. So it's going to do everything it can to kick you into fight or flight to get you out of that situation, because standing up in front of a group of people or being in front of all those eyeballs is dangerous, and you must be stupid, and that feels lucky, so let's get away from it.
And we'll find the evidence. There I am in front of a bunch of people. It could be 25 people, 250,000 people, and I'm going to find the one person in that room that yawned or happened to look down or dropped something on the floor for some innocent little reason. And I'm going to start making up all kinds of stories about it. Oh my God, they must be bored. What was I thinking? I shouldn't be up here. I must be stupid. So the results in our life always have their roots in that flow of the event to the belief, to the emotions and feelings, to the results in our life. We always see the evidence of, oh yeah, well it really happened, therefore I have this feeling, and the feeling or the belief, and the belief creates this feeling, and we keep cycling that.
So, backing up to the whole willpower thing I started with on the conscious mind, this is why people will come to me and say, you know what? I never liked public speaking. I can't get up in front of people. I can't do it. And I tell myself, I'm going to do it this time. This is ridiculous. These people love me. It's all going to be okay. And I get up there and I start shaking. My palms get sweaty. My mouth goes dry. I can't think anymore. Guess what? You're in fight or flight mode. Your body is telling you to get the hell out of there. It's telling you to fight these people or run away. Because your subconscious mind is making an association to something that looked similar to that before, that you made up had a negative outcome for you. That's why willpower alone will generally not get you where you want to go, because your mind is playing those old records, those old DVDs of things that happened in the past.
Right. So, what do we do about that? Well, there's really a couple of things we could do, you know. First of all, to make this really simple so nobody feels really overwhelmed right now, 2 thoughts cannot be held in your subconscious mind at the same time. If you are aware of a thought, like, oh God, I must be stupid or I don't deserve that, simply reverse it. Immediately reverse it, and, well, of course I'm smart. And just hold that thought for 30 consecutive days. Research shows that if you hold a thought, if it's coming at you, or you're holding it in your mind, or you're repeating it to yourself, or it's being repeated through you by listening to a CD, or writing it down, that it only takes 30 consecutive days, and you automatically have a new acting out subconscious program. And it's so easy. I mean, that really is easy. It doesn't matter what your thought is, simply being aware of it. So that's one thing that Brandy and I do in the work that we do. We bring those thoughts from the subconscious mind to the conscious mind so that you can be aware of it.
And have a choice.
And have a choice, exactly. So consciously choose to have a new thought. And if you keep thinking that thought over and over and over again for 30 consecutive days or more, you have a whole new program.
And I just want to make a clarification, because we spent a lot of time on the 2 million bits of information the subconscious mind can take in at one time. And Mitch said two thoughts can't be held in the subconscious at the same time, two opposing thoughts. You can't be thinking I am brilliant and I am stupid at the same time.
Exactly.
So if you take up that I am stupid and you go, you know what, I've been saying that to myself for like 35 years and now I'm going to change that to I am smart, I am brilliant, I am whatever, intelligent. I'm a genius. Make it as juicy as you want. Then that becomes the new thought, and you can no longer hold the I am stupid.
Exactly.
When you have the direct opposite. And we're running out of time, Mitch.
Well, before we finish up, I want you to tell them a little bit about the superconscious mind.
Yes, the superconscious mind is that part of your mind that's bigger than yourself. It's that creative intelligence. It's that connection to source. It's connection to higher power, to nature, to your innate creativity and ability. It's intuition. It's all of those words that give people that bigger picture or the sense of universal connection. And so many amazing things come from the superconscious part of the mind when we tap into that, which we're going to have to talk about that more at another show. Or if you'd like more information, you can always go to our website at itsyourmindthatmatters.com. Sign up for our free newsletters. We explain some of these things in our newsletters, and it's absolutely free to you. Also, send us an email. We'd love to hear from you guys and have wonderful and amazing chats. So,
and the one thing that I just want to mention before we close out for the evening is that superconscious mind, folks, we all have it. You know, we think that we have to look outside of ourselves for the answers, outside of ourselves for help. We all have it in here. The superconscious mind is your problem-solving intelligence. That's the part of your mind. Just ask for the question, ask for the answers, and pay attention to the first thing that shows up, and it's usually exactly what's going to move you towards what you're wanting. It may not be what you're expecting to hear, but it's usually the answer and the information that'll get you to where you want to go.
Absolutely. I just read a quote this morning that said, the smartest person you know lives within you.
I like that.
So good night, New Mexico. Have a wonderful evening.
Have a great weekend. Thank you.